Okay, I don't know if anybody's here or not, but here is the nope. We'll be starting here in a couple minutes. Give everybody a chance to log in. I'll start about 5 after, by a couple minutes. I've had a couple people come and go, so I don't know if they're having connectivity problems or not, but I'll start about 5 after. Start in about 2 minutes. All right, we'll go here and start. My name is Jason Whited. I'm an educational technology consultant here in the College of Education. And today's session will be Intro to Google Docs. Before we go any further, I want to show you a couple other slides. If you need to ask a question, I'll have the window open, so feel free to. There, this is where you make sure your questions are enabled. And then up here in the top right, you have showcasing questions. Just click on the questions and this will pop up and ask your question, and I have the window up and I'll be following along. So feel free to ask any question at any time. So what are Google Docs? Google Docs is a web-based word processing application as part of the Google Drive Office suite. It lends itself to multiple authors working in real time on one document. It's Google's answer to Microsoft Word. I want to say answer in the way that it's in some ways it's a lot better than Microsoft Word. The biggest thing is the ability to collaborate with it, and what Google has done and allow the collaboration since it's all online has been phenomenal. I use an example of my working with my office mate yesterday. We were writing a proposal for a conference, and we were having problems. She's trying to do it. So let me send you the email. I'm like, why don't we just do a Google Doc so we can get the edits? But she didn't want to. But 20 minutes later, which would have taken 5 minutes, we did emails back and forth using Word. But in simple words, if we just would have had a Google Doc, could have collaborated, fixed that last line in that sentence that neither of us liked, and we actually had a third person that's cross campus on there, and it would have been a lot easier. But that's one thing that Google has allowed it is to be this collaboration. You can. It's real easy though. You can upload a Word document, convert it. It has some basic editing doc functions. You can collaborate in a docx format, which is Microsoft Word. You can format it by adding spaces and colors and stuff like this. You invite other people to collaborate with it, and you can collaborate on real line and chat with your collaborators. You can see your documents revision history, roll back to any previous version, download Google Documents to desktops. You can translate document to different languages. You can email your document to other people as attachment. And you can access it from anywhere. You can be on your desktop. You can be on a laptop. You can be on an iPad, Android device, your phone, and you have access to your Google Docs anywhere. So you can be there and say, oh, wait a minute, I want to jot down a quick note, put it in a Google Doc, and then from your phone or your tablet, and then go back to your work and get at your work desktop, pull up the same Google Doc and finish it, edit, make it better. When I actually meet with tech directors around the Eastern North Carolina, I take my iPad with me, and one of the nice things is I can do it offline, and I type all my notes and stuff like this, and then when I get back to internet, it updates it, and then I can just pull my computer up and then re-edit it to read from the notes I've taken. So it's great that it does that way. So why to use Google Docs? And this is an image I came across the other day, and it's, there's word processing, Microsoft Word. You have Pages if you're an Apple user like me. You have Google Docs, presentations. You have PowerPoint, Keynote, Google presentations or slides, and then spreadsheets, Microsoft Excel, Numbers, or Google Spreadsheets. And they're all great. One of the nice things about Google Docs is it will open a Word document, it will open a PowerPoint document, it'll open Excel. It will not open Pages, Keynote, or Numbers, but it's really great that it works in those ways. So you can, if somebody gives you a Word document, you can take it, upload it, and then convert it over to Google Docs, share it out there. There might be some little formatting changes, but that's what happens every time you do something like this. But it pretty much it'll stay the same, and it's great, and it makes collaboration very easy, and it's like I said, it's a great tool. One of the things nice about Google Docs and the Google Drive, the whole their version of Suite is it's free. I was with a neighbor been a few months back, and he had just had to get a new laptop, and he didn't want to have to buy Microsoft Word, and I was talking to him about it because he's trying to use OpenOffice, and I said, why are you doing that? And he says, well, I don't want to use Word. I said, let's look at this, and I showed him Google Docs, and he also is an adjunct professor at a local community college, and he loved it. He says he's glad he does not have to do that. He can put everything there, doesn't have to worry about carrying a flash drive, and the big thing is it's free. And he has there's teenagers that live in his house, and he was surprised that they already uploaded everything in because their school, Craven County Schools, was using Google Docs. And their teachers were using it, so they had done a lot of the groundwork before him. He just didn't know about it. So that's just it. It's free. And what's nice about it is people ask, why is this stuff free from Google? A big reason is because Google makes so much off their advertising that they're trying to give back to the educational system by creating something like this. It's Google Education for Apps in this. But you get used to using it, you're gonna have a Gmail account, you're gonna be on there. So there's a lot of reasons, but the big thing is it's free. So let's go ahead and create a Google Docs. Now, when you're in your Drive, which is your Google Drive, which is where a lot of your storage stuff, this is how you get to it. I'll go over here to my Drive. As you can see, here's my Drive here, and these are all different folders I have, documents, and in the Google Drive, which I've talked about before, you can say pictures, videos, and stuff like this. One nice thing though about if you're using any of the Google stuff, Google Drive, Google Docs, Sheets, or presentations, is that it takes no space up in your mailbox. So no space at all. If you're looking over here at this mermaid picture, takes up 24 kilobytes, 110 kilobytes. But if I'm looking at a task stream video, this is a presentation I do. No, it doesn't take up any space. All these images take up space, but anything over here, see these the Google icons, they take up no space. So it's another great reason to use it because it takes up very little space in your Drive. No space in your Drive. So you can have as many documents as you want and do it. So you can always take a document, upload it from your computer, Microsoft Word, work on it, share it, whatever, but you can always keep the original on your computer or in storage here too. So when you want to create something new, you're going to go over here, I'm going to click New, I'm going to go here, Google Doc. It's that simple. You're going to go ahead and create it, and it's right there, it's ready to go. You can start typing it. And see, it will, like any other Word document, Word editor, it'll show you mistakes. Hello world. There we go. Real simple to create. Now there are some shortcuts built in. If you have your you're in your Drive, if you don't, there's multiple ways to do it. Like I said, I showed you the new. You go over here and click on your waffle, and see you have your options Docs. And right there, you click that, and there we go. Up here you see you want to create another document. You can create a blank one. This is actually nice though because it shows you some of the different templates they have out there that you can use to say, hey, wait a minute, I want to click a resume this time, this style, click on it, and it's already set up, then you replace text. That's really nice. We'll talk about templates a little bit more, but you can go ahead and get that template, and it's really nice. And you can get to that by using the waffle. Go ahead and close that. Yeah. So let's talk about your breakdown. Now it's pretty simple. It's almost like Microsoft Word and everything. When you look at your document, up here is where you title it. And if you don't title it, it'll save it in your folder as an untitled document, but you just title what you want to. And then across here, you look at the thing, it's your menu bar, it's your file edit. It's just the same thing almost on Word. And your toolbar. So there's your menu bar if you want to do the extra things, file, make a copy, view, insert a table or something here, tools. Add-ons one we'll talk about later. It's very important. And then across here is if you want to make your text bigger, center it. line spacing, just simple. I mean, it is a basic word editor. It's not, you can get templates to create something fancier, but if all you're looking for is a basic tool editor, it works great. And that's what most people want to use it for. They don't want anything fancy. They just want to be able to go and type it, save it, maybe play with the font, maybe add some pictures, which I'll show a little bit later, stuff like that. Very simple, very easy to use. Like I said again, if you have any questions at any time, feel free to jump up in the questions bar. And that is, again, I'll go back up here and show everybody, is right up top there, your question and answer. And I'm watching it on here. So if you have any questions, I'll stop and answer them. Feel free to jump in with one. So tables. We all use tables. Everybody uses tables for some reason. You can use it for the simple reason to, if you have to show some data or something, you can insert tables. But you can also use it to align your Word document, put images in a box. But tables are real simple to insert. So I'm gonna go up here. First, let's just go with hello world. That works. That's the title of the document. And then I want to insert a table, just like you just go up here to your insert. So you do images, do table, and it's kind of like, it's just like Word where you go, okay, I want to do 3 columns, 4 rows. Boom, there's my table. It's that simple. And again, Microsoft wants to make it really simple for everybody to use. So they're doing it that way. So go ahead and then insert a table, and then you come out of there, want to insert another table. Really simple. Again, it's just like it is with Microsoft Word. One of the neat tricks, though, with this is if you want to put an image in a box. So if you want to make sure that it's formatted, you can kind of lay your boxes out and go there. Oops, get that a little bit there. And then you can say, I want in here, I want to insert an image right in there. And I want to go to my Google Drive. There it is. It's just a daughter, one of my daughter, trying out one of her maybe Halloween costumes for this upcoming Halloween. But it's real simple. And then if you wanted to say, that way you can lay it out. And then if you want to, you can go ahead and right click on your table. And just a simple thing, you can paste something, insert a row above or below, table properties. So I'll click on here. I want to make sure that the table border is white. Click OK, and it's gone. So by doing it, it's gone. I mean, you still know how your tables are here, here, and here. But now it looks like, oh, wait a minute. So if you want to create a document, you want to kind of do a newsletter or something like, insert a table and you can kind of format it. If you want to just have 2 rows, insert images and text, it's a nice way to do it. And that's what I'm talking about there. So, like I said, a great way to organize it. But the key thing with any document and the power behind what Google's done is the sharing aspect. You have multiple ways to share your folder, your document. And I'm going to go over here. We'll start off here. If I want to click on share, I just click up here. And I can say, I can have a specific person. So if I want to say to my boss or something, I can send them an email directly and they'll say, hey, this person's invited you to share it. And they can edit it. You can say view it, comment, like this, or you can get a shareable link. And this is a nice way to use it for multiple people. So again, anybody, you can say, okay, can view it, edit, comment. So if they have that link, click done. Then anybody that has that link, and you can copy the link. As you can see, it's edit, done. You can go down here, and there's the link. And of course, it's in one of those boxes, so that's why it's smaller. It's kind of that way. If I had done it up here, there's full link. And it's a simple link. Somebody clicks on that link and they can edit it. And you can comment on something. So we're going to play around with this a little bit. As you can see, here's this Google link here, and we'll do this in a couple minutes. But if you want to comment on something, it's really nice. So if I want to highlight Chromebook here, and I want to comment, I can say my comment. Wait, let me make it wider. Is like a laptop. Actually, it is a laptop. And there's my comment on Chromebook there. I can go around here, different places. I can say, click down here. And you see those two there. And I can resolve it if I want to fix it or anything like that. Pretty simple comment. I can delete it. So let's go down here. I said, you know, I don't need to put that there. Delete the comment. It's gone. Comments are a nice way for somebody that's looking in just to make, they're not actually changing a document. They might be highlighting a point and want to reference it. I know that English teachers are using this in the higher levels. I remember when I was in high school, I wrote the paper, I turned it in, and came back with red all over it. A lot of red, trust me, on it. And then but now a teacher can come in and make comments, say, okay, maybe you need to fix this. And when I've talked to a few of them, they say it's been great because instead of getting that whole stack of 20, 30 papers and having to go through it, they can say to their students, okay, this week I'm going to be looking at your papers, pay attention. They go online, maybe do 5 or 6 a night, get the comments out there and expect the students to fix them. And in a whole week, what would have taken them a whole week of just doing all those papers, they're doing a few every night. And he said it's been great. It kind of breaks it up, makes it easier on them. They're not just like, they've got a whole stack of paper, they can knock 5 out and move on to the next 5. So let's go ahead and collaborate. Now, as I said, collaboration, I showed you how to do it. But when I go to this, copy my drive here, I'd like it if you would actually go ahead and go to your browser and type in that link. And then once you do it, you can start collaborating on this document. As you can see, I've got another browser, the College of Education one up, and that is me right there. It's showing that I am an anonymous Rhino. So that means that as the College of Education, I can edit this, or anonymous Rhino. So it won't show up. So I can go into the document and let's say this asked to, I can put a space in there. There, and it shows you who did it. Anonymous Rhino did it. So like I said, I'd like it if you want to get in here and go ahead and type that into your window, and feel free to edit yourself. So let me try something over here. Oh, great. I've got some other people here. So there's Rhino. I have Anonymous Ferret and Anonymous Lemur. So go ahead, just try editing something on that document. Feel free. This document was, it's a mess because it's, I'll show you a little bit. I created it because Google now allow you to do voice text and voice to text. And this was something I was doing before. So I'll let you take a minute, edit something out of there. Feel free to tear my grammar up. Like I said, there's no editing in this. So go ahead and edit it real quick so we can see somebody other than me that's done it. And feel free if you want to try commenting too. Like I said, if you want to comment, highlight it, right click. Or if you said, you know, you can even say, you can even suggest edits. So, okay. People highlight other times. So this is a long document. So I'll go ahead on with my presentation here. If you want to go ahead and feel free to do some editing. So if you want to see your revisions, and this is a great way to see who's done what changes. So I'll go back over here, and see it shows that all changes saved to your drive. You can click on that, and that will show you your history of all your revisions. Excuse me. And it can show Jason White did this revision, Anonymous did that revision. Another way to see it too, go back here, is go File and see revision history. Pops up the same way. So it's a great way to see, what's been edited. You can actually go back to restore to this revision. So what I did there was I can go back. I want to restore this revision, so it takes it back. It takes out the revisions. So it's nice that if somebody does a bunch of changes and you don't like them, you can just go back and say, I'm going to revert it to this version. So it's a great way to do that. So now we're, all right, voice to text. This is probably one of my favorite new things that Google has implemented. Okay. So voice to text. This, like I said, is probably one of my favorite things I've seen Google implement, in that it's great. As you can see this, my name is Jason Whited. Why did I'm an instructional text and here you can see that. And it's the same part as this text right here, because that's how I started off with this. This is what it was. When I was actually doing a previous session, I went ahead and recorded myself on my laptop while I was on my iMac doing all this. And so it works out pretty good. It needs a lot of editing, as you can see, but it's for a great way, especially if you are creating videos, screencasts, or something like this, and you want to create text to go along with them for ADA reasons. It's a great way to at least get the general idea of what's going on. You can edit it out and match it up. Let's go to this hello world and go down here at the bottom. And if I want to insert the text, I usually just go in here and go insert. Sorry, tools. It's tools. Voice typing. Tools, voice typing. Click to speak. And here we go. As you can see, as you can watch, it is typing what I am saying. It might not work the best, but it allows you to edit for continuity later. It even got continuity. That's a big word. And as you can see, it's got that's a big word. But it's a great tool, and I love that it can do it, especially for some people like me that are better talkers, and then sometimes having problems getting stuff from up here down to their keyboard. I can just talk about it, and it's going to record it. Then I go back there and edit it. And when you're done, just turn it off. It's done. It's a great tool. I love what Google Docs did with that. Probably my favorite thing. They had some add-ons and stuff before that were worked okay, but this is just great. Like I said, then I can share this with somebody, and then they could edit it. You could have your ideas and share it with a colleague and stuff, and they can edit it, but it's great. So add-ons. The one thing that is great about what Google has done is it allowed third-party vendors to implement additions to their products. So a company can say, I have this great idea that I think would work with Google Docs and people want to use it. Sometimes they cost some money, very minimal or a lot, and sometimes they're free. And they're real simple to get to, and you can see them. So I go to add-ons, it's just up here. I'm gonna click it. You have business Hangout. So if I want to start like a Hangout, I can do docs to forms, which is a nice way to create a form from your document. So you can type it up here, create Google Forms. Then you have Link Chooser, which is one of my favorites because I can select it. It comes up. Let me highlight something here. So add-ons. And I can actually link it to something. So if I want to say Chrome and I want to link it to one of my folders in my drive. So if I'm actually creating a document and I'm writing about it, but I want to refer to something, some articles or something I have in a folder or a specific article I have saved in my Google Drive, I can link to it. So I can send a link to let's go simple here. Hello World. Select. So now that is actually linked back to the Hello World document, which if you really want to have it open to be edited, somebody that has the link, you can do that. So that was Link Chooser. One of the other, sorry, it's duplicated. My other one is Tag Cloud Generator. And this is pretty neat. I go back over here, and I'm going to go to add-ons, and I want to go to Tag Cloud Generator. Create Tag Cloud. It's taking a minute. But it's searching through all that text, and then it's giving me a word cloud of what, of course, Google's going to be the highest. Drive was one of the next, because it shows that this was a Google Drive presentation, but it can go through some of the smaller ones. I say great a lot, stuff, nice, easy, but it does show. So if you're looking at something, don't want to be too repetitive in some of your words or what words you're using, you want to make sure they're highlighted. It's a great way to look at it. If you want to just, pull it out and do something with it, you can. So research. This is one of the next very cool things about it. So Google has made it very easy when you're writing your document to literally embed your research here. So I want to look for, I did a waffle, and that's where that image came from. But I want to go right click it, and I want to do research waffle. I can define it. Boom, there's what waffle means. But I actually want to research it. There, I can then Waffle House to conceal, Fargo recap, the Waffle Hut, different thing. It just does a Google search for waffle. Top one, of course, is Wikipedia. But one of the nice things too is though you can grab the images. So if I want to grab this image out of here, and I want to put it right there. Here's my image. I can move it around. But what's nice is it tells me where the image came from. Image options will give me then, I can say, okay, I can make it a little brighter, contrast it. I can turn it if I want to, move it around. Smaller, narrower. And you can play around with the images in here. So great way to play with it. You can actually, like this one is, there it is, wrap the text. So now the text wraps around it. And then when you move it now the text wraps there, text was wrapped. So it's a great way to, if you're looking for an image on something, Google it, pull it in there. Like I said, down here is the citation for where you got the image. So you can always go back and follow where you got it. Got any questions, feel free to ask. I've just been talking about the research aspect of Google. Now, one of the nice things too is you can download as, and this is where it's nice for Google to say, okay, I want to download something. I can say File, Download As, and I can download it as a Microsoft document. So it will convert it to a Microsoft document if you need it in that format. Open Office, rich text, make a PDF, web page. It has all these options. So when you download it, it'll convert it right to Microsoft Office, which is great to share with people that might not have Google, or you want to turn it into a faculty member that says, I need to download a copy of a paper, and it's a great option. But download is, you can publish it to the web, which creates its own web page. You can email it from here to collaborators. Email is an attachment. So if you have your email up there, you can click it, it'll attach it. Now, one of the other nice things that Google Documents has done is OCR. And basically, it will take a PDF and read it. It can take handwritten images and try to read it. It's not as good, but you take a PDF and it'll pull the text out. So if I want to go back over to my drive and I want to find myself a PDF, here we go. Let's list of men, but let's go down to list of men. Take it, right click, open with Google Docs. So take a minute here. And yes, you see the text up here of the PDF, but then at the bottom, there's all the names. So if you really want to edit and stuff like this, you have, this is all the text up here. So if you want to find a specific sentence or something you want to copy out of here, you really liked it, start with Aaron, I'll into down through to Zimri. But it's a great way to look at it. So. Okay, one thing I'll go back to talk about here is that I'm seeing as I want to talk again about the voice to text, because I've seen some people come back that were gone. Voice to text is great. I love what it can do in the aspect that I can talk and Google Documents will record it. So I'll go back over here to my Hello World document. As you saw, my early demonstration was there, but I'm gonna type down here, I'm gonna start it, and here we go again. It is actually writing down what I'm saying. And for somebody that is sometimes that has problems from getting it from my brain to the keyboard, I can sit here and talk about it. I can tell you about stories about the about my weekend, and say, hey, I went to Ohio and I went to a festival. And there it is. There's the text. I can say, oh, an example of using Google Docs was when my coworker and I would have been better if we would use Google Docs versus emailing in Word. It says work, but it could be Word. Emphasize the D on there. You can see it's great, but then I could go back and re-edit this and make it better. And then I talked about Cloud Generator, Link Chooser, which are some great add-ons. Again, the add-ons options here for those that disappeared for a while is go up here, you can choose these and you can get add-ons. I didn't talk about that, sorry, by clicking on Get on Add-ons. And this is the whole list of them. You can search all, you can search ones that are business, education, utility, social. So I want to say educational here is GMath is very popular. This is for Verity Spell, sorry, is great. So if I'm looking at, let's go here to my Alphabet, my Google Docs here, and highlight this, and I go to my add-on, and I want to do this one, and I just added this one on this morning. So it's going to search through there, and it's going to start at the beginning, not found, and then you can just go through and it just spell checks it, but does grammar too. When it says it might not work, I'm not hungry, do not touch, it does check your grammar too. Like I said, I just found it this morning, so don't. It's I need to play with it, explore a little better, but for me, that is not the best with grammar. It's great. But those are very easy to find from the add-on sections. You got open clip art. So if you want to search for stuff that's open source that you don't have to worry about citing or anything, you click that. These different writing aids. This is another voice to text one. And then, like I said, just get your add-ons here. And you can say, I want to do Google Translate, utility. So you look through it and play with it. How I'm looking at it, go ahead and look at those Google add-ons. They're great. Got any questions, feel free. I'm about done here. So talk about OCR. Okay. So again, got questions with Google. Yeah, I think it's a phenomenal tool for collaboration. I think that it's the way of the future and how people will interact with each other and do research, publications, just general communications and everything, because I know that faculty here at ECU have started using it for collaborating on book chapters, articles, because they can, submit their ideas and their people can, author and edit it. So, okay. Well, we're about done here. Thanks for attending, and I'd like you to please fill out this survey so that I have your name as attending and everything so that we can work towards getting your CEUs for this course. When I sent out an email, and I hope you got it, but if not, I'll just reaffirm that if you go to 10 of our sessions, whether it be my Google sessions, whether it be Holly Fail's distance learning or Dan Zuberbeer's library and the persons thing, once you get 10 sessions, I'll be keeping up on it, and I will talk to our Office of Teacher Education, and we will start issuing CEUs. So you can keep record of it too, and say, hey, Jason, I've got 10 in case I've got really busy and missed it. And then once you get your 10 sessions in, you get your CEU. So go ahead, please fill out this form, and then if you have any questions, it's the best way to get a hold of me. It's whiteaj@ecu.edu. I'll be here till the next 20 minutes. If you have any questions, I'll be watching the questions link, or if you not, feel free to email me. But please go and you need to do this form if you want to get credit for attending the session. And thanks for attending. Like I said, got any questions, just go to the little icon for questions. I'll go back at that real quick. Q&A right here, click on it and ask your question and I'll answer it. Otherwise, feel free to fill out the survey. And then if you have any other questions you think of later, just email me. And then you'll get a link to review this link, the video of this too. So I'll probably stay here to about 10 till. I'll stay here to about 10 till. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to submit one here, or you can email me. Is everybody able to get to the form? If not, just submit a question, but I think it should be working. If the first one's not working, try the second link if you won't be able to get to it. If the first link did not work for some reason, please try the second one. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get off here in about a minute, but again, please, I'm asking that you go ahead and fill out one of these forms to get credit for being here. Just click on either link. And that way I know I can give you credit for attending this session. All right, well, I hope this was informative. And like I said, if you got any questions, feel free to get a hold of me, J@ecu.edu.